Well, good morning, Camarillo seniors. It's another beautiful day here in Camarillo, and we've had a lot going on. I'm glad you're here with us. I do want to ask you, this is kdtv.com. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. Also, if you could share, we'd like to get the word out to as many people as we can. And also have you contact us, in the chat room or whatever, and let us know some of the topics and things that you're concerned about. We'd like to know about that and stay in touch that way, because we are a community, and that's our purpose here, is to have us seniors in this stage of our lifetimes just not retreat back into our apartments and watch TV. I encourage that. I love my fellow man, and each one of you is very special, and you have incredible stories to tell. So don't stay hidden, please. Come and contact us, and maybe we can have you on the show. I'd love to have you tell your story. I know our producer Bob has his living eulogy series where you can come and make your own video on anything you want to say to your loved ones for time immemorial, have them see you say it, words from the horse's mouth right there, tell them about your childhood or some funny incident that happened to you when you were 10. I think the grandchildren would love to hear that, and so would the great grandchildren and the children after that. This is our age now. This is the video age where we can it's a lot like Star Trek. Everybody is like, beam me up to this other world. And 100 years from now, people will be able to understand, your relatives would be able to understand who they are because of you. So get in touch with us, kdtv.com, KADY, and let us know what you're all about. Okay. I'm grateful for where we are here at Anacapa, and I do want to say it. The other place I was at, people were walking around in their bathrobes and slippers in the hallways. It felt like a ICU unit or something, a hospital. So here we are. We've got a beautiful place to live in. I know we have a lot of complaints too, but we want to focus on the positives as well. So try and say hello to your neighbor and talk about the fun things we can be doing and the good things we can be doing. We've got some news. I know the fire has been horrendous, and we had a blackout, a power outage yesterday. I put all my candles back away under the kitchen sink. I'm glad that everybody's safe, and I want to just send out my condolences to people who have been impacted by the fires. I have several friends who, one has totally lost her home in the Palisades, and others are evacuated still. So I send out my best to them and to you and your family members, and we'll get through this. It'll be a whole new LA, I'm sure, a whole new Malibu when this is all done. But we do want to stay vigilant as to what is going to be handed to our loved ones and friends that have gone through this fire. So that being said, I know Sunday in the craft room at 2:30, I'm going to do a quilting demonstration with my AccuQuilt. It's a machine that cuts out quilt pieces. I have lots of fabric from all the shows that I did. And if you want to come and watch the machine work, and also eventually we're gonna start sewing 1/4-inch seams and make quilts for the fire victims. So we'll decide on the day after Sunday, which day we're going to come down and do the production for. If you can sew or you have a sewing machine, I have a couple of sewing machines. We'll do a 1/4-inch seam on these patchwork pieces that the machine will cut out, and get these quilts happening soon. They're not going to be big quilts. They're going to be little ones at, like picnic size. And hopefully, some child that lost their home will have something to hug and hold on to and cover themselves up. Anyway, it'll show the love of the community for all these devastated people. We having a movie night now, next Wednesday. I don't have the date on that, but it's next Wednesday. Today is what, the 16th? Yeah. That's going to be When Harry Met Sally. And come on down, come early, because there's only 12 seats, and it's a It's a lovely evening. So come, bring a drink because we don't supply the drinks, but there will be popcorn down there. The other thing was, coffee and donuts we're going to scale it back to the first Saturday of the month. That way, we'll be financially more feasible, and hopefully people will get that date ingrained and be able to set the time aside to come down and socialize with everyone, with the neighbors. Let's see. Oh, coming up. Yeah, is going to be Coffee with the Cops. Now, they have a regular series here in Camarillo where the cops come at us at different coffee shops around town. And there's going to be one we just missed one, which was, I wish I had gone to it, but with all the fire stuff, it was kind of crazy. But on January 25th from 9 to 11 at the Verdugo Way Starbucks is going to be an officer set up there, and you can ask him questions. The main topic on that meeting is going to be human trafficking. So they'll have different topics that they're going to talk about. So I'm anxious to meet our brave, wonderful policemen. I know here at our complex, we have a retired policeman and Vietnam vet, and just the patience and courage these public people have for their fellow man. It just blows me away. I'm excited to, just honored to know of these people. So we need to give them some due respect, because they don't get it out there in the world. So the more we can encourage them, I think the better. We also still have, now we have 2 yoga classes that are held over at the villas. Thursdays is Aria's yoga class, and it has movement and dance. And the Monday class with Bonnie, and that's across the way also at the villas on in the morning with Bonnie. Hers is more stretching and a little more gentle, not so much movement. So you get with them, keep your body fluid, working, because if we don't, it's all going to rust and we're going to fall over and break bones. So we don't want that to happen. Let's see. The other thing, we have a billiard class, or not class. Alan wants to start a billiard group, and that's going to be Tuesday evening coming up, the first one in the game room. I think he said 6:30. So if everything's provided, I think the chalk is even there. So if you're an aficionado of the cue balls, then there is a sign up sheet down in the foyer. It's not necessary. Just show up to the game room. It should be a lot of fun. There's other activities you could do while the fancy guys are sitting there making their pockets. You can watch them and cheer them on, or you can play a game of tic-tac-toe over at the table. It would be good. And I think we need to have fun in our lives, not just crazy watching TV. We do have a church, the New Progressive, what is it? The New Progressive Covenant Church is offering to bring a van here to pick people up for their 11 o'clock service. I think it's in Oxnard's Pastor or Bishop Lamont. It's a Baptist church. So if you're interested in that, either contact us here at kdtv.com. I'll make a sign down below and see if you want to sign up for that. And that's really good. We're talking about live streaming the services as well down in the media room. So if you would like to see that happen, please let us know. The other thing, let's see, that's happening, CSUCI, the university is starting up its spring courses, and our own Scott Moyer is going to be teaching, let's see, he's got a music education demystifying music theory class, which would be very good. And that is going to be on Mondays from 1 to 3. It can be in person or in Zoom. There's a lot of other courses here. I love this one, polymers, plastics, and petroleum. Oh my. There's information on Turkey, the country, not the bird. Architecture and design in the reign of the 16th and the 19th centuries. That's just wonderful. Um, Buildings and stuff. I remember taking that in my art history class. Lots of classes, self-healing classes, Escape from Berlin. So check that out. You can go onto the CSUCI website where under their spring course offerings. And that being said, I wanted to talk about the garden. We have our plots out there. It's the winter time is over. It's time to kind of fertilize and get the ground ready for your spring plants. Those of you that have the garden plants, yeah, you want to keep it clean up, try to take care of any mildew or any seeding plants that are going to interfere with your neighbor next door. You know, if you've got a basil that's starting to go to seed, and it's going to pop its seeds right next door, and the person doesn't want basil in their garden. So please be aware of your plants, and I want you to have fun. And there is a website with the university, the UC website has a wonderful garden website that tells you what to plant for spring coming up, or how to prune things and get things ready, and take care of the winter garden to transfer it into or transition it into the spring garden. So looking forward to that. People have commented wonderfully about your gardens down there, and it is a pleasure to walk in that back door in the pool area and see the gorgeous gardens that are there. Let's see what else. There's the church band. We got that. The quilt. That's pretty much movie night. Yeah, coffee with a cup. So that's pretty good. The other thing that's down there is, you know, tax season is coming up, and there is a free tax preparation paperwork down in the foyer. So if you've got you can get it done early, um, save yourself some stress, and go ahead and call these people up. There's several appointment locations all around town, and in Oxnard as well, and Thousand Oaks. So that being said, there's lots of other, you know, pamphlets down there. So I want you to take a peek. I know the people at the back end of the building don't get to go through the foyer much. So if you can, just kind of breeze through there once in a while and check out and see what's available. And I think that's about all I have. Yeah, unless Bob, our producer Bob, do you have anything more to add?
No, I think you've done a great job keeping the community updated with current
Oh, good. Good.
happenings and very
Okay,
good.
good. I did want to say that the Island Cafe, the university is down for the winter break, but it's going to open up on the 21st of January. So everything will be back to normal. I know the library is still open, but all those other little amenities are closed. Just want everybody to have a great weekend coming up, and stay safe, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. And we thank you for tuning in, kdtv.com. Good morning, Camarillo seniors. Have a great day.